Welcome to Libo University and the Pamana video tutorial series to help you become certified as a Pamana advocate. This is the last segment of the 7-part series titled Terms and Conditions. By the end of this video segment series, you should become familiarized with the entire contract, modification of the contract, contributions. What is the grace period? What is the late fee? What is the process for cancellation? What is a 2-year qualifying period? What happens when a misstatement of age or gender takes place? Who is the owner? Who is the contingent person? What is the contribution limit? What exactly is a funeral expense? And finally, how Pamana funeral expense benefit is not an insurance policy. Terms and conditions. The entire contract. The entire contract between Pamana and the owner consists of these benefit pages and your attached application. Your coverage is active the day you sign the contract. Modification of contract. No change or waiver of any of the terms and provisions of this benefit will be valid unless made in writing by us and signed by an officer of our company. No Pamana advocate or any other person has authority to change or waive any provision of this benefit. Contributions. The owner of the benefit is responsible for payment. Your contribution is due on the 1st of every month. In the event you enter into your benefit contract after the 1st of the month, your contribution will be prorated to reflect the remaining days of that month. Automatic withdrawal by ACH or debit credit card will take place the 1st of each month if monthly contribution was selected. If the annual payment option is selected, the automatic withdrawal will take place the succeeding years on the 1st day of the month of contract originating date. Grace period. There is a 60-day grace period for the contribution. After the 60-day grace period and no contribution has been made to bring the account up to date, the benefit will expire and no refunds will be given. A new contract must be executed if the owner desires to reinstate the benefit. Late fee. A missed monthly contribution is in default and will incur a $10 late fee, regardless of the 60-day grace period. Cancellation. If the owner of the benefit cancels at any time, during or after the qualifying period, there will be a no refund cancellation. Cancellation requests must be made in writing via email to info@pamana.life 30 days prior to the desired effective date of cancellation. 2-year qualifying period. During the first 2 years of the benefit issue date, the participant will not be covered. If the participant passes away during the qualifying period, only 50% of contributions paid will be refunded. We cannot and will not deny any claim for death occurring more than 2 years after the date of issue of this benefit during the lifetime of the covered participant, unless contributions were not paid or death occurs due to illegal or terrorist activities. Misstatement of age or gender. If the age or gender is listed incorrectly on the application, we shall bill the owner the difference in the contributions owed up until the current payment. From then on, the correct contribution amount will be billed. The owner. The application names who the owner is. You, the owner, may use all rights and privileges granted in this benefit. You may transfer this benefit to a new owner. You must request any change in writing. The effective date of the change will be the date you sign the request unless you specify another date in the request. The change of owner is subject to any contributions made or actions taken by us prior to the receiving of your written request. If you do not survive the covered applicant, a new application must be executed and the new owner must continue the contributions. Pamana will honor the 2-year qualifying period from the original application. The contingent person. If the owner and covered participant are the same person, a contingent person form must be filled out. The contingent person will be responsible for contacting Pamana of your passing. The contingent person form will be provided to them with Pamana contact information. Contribution limit. In some cases, the total of contributions paid will add up to the benefit plan coverage before the benefit is utilized. At that time, the owner will cease to pay any further contributions and the plan will remain in full effect. Funeral expense benefit. The funeral expense benefit is set forth in the benefit schedule page of this benefit. We will pay the funeral expense benefit to the listed service provider, listed on the Living Legacy Funeral Benefit booklet, unless you have notified us of a change of listed service provider. Payment is made when we receive proof of death. Proof of death includes, but is not limited to, a certified copy of the covered participant's death certificate or other lawful evidence providing equivalent information and proof of the claimant's interest in the proceeds. The funeral home may also provide us with accepted proof of death. We will refund any contribution paid beyond the end of the benefit month of passing. Pamana Federal Expense Benefit is not an insurance policy. This benefit is not an insurance or life insurance policy. There is no beneficiary associated with the benefit, as the coverage is provided solely for the funeral home and for other final expenses. Pamana Funeral Expense Benefit does not include funeral planning services. By signing this contract, the owner acknowledges receipt of the agreement to the Pamana terms and conditions. Thank you for having been part of this 7-part video tutorial series for the certification to become a Pamana Funeral Expense Benefit Advocate. Please proceed now to the quiz section, and best of luck.